Okay, so now since we was talking about earlier regarding people who could use some of that advice from James Gunn and how to make a good damn movie and some ideas, let's talk about Tyler Perry. So there's some tea that came out because we talked about his film Divorce in the Black, which received a 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes. And shout out to those people that commented in the comments. They was like, you know what, this movie, it was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as everybody's trying to say. I watched it. It was a one and done, which in no shade, I feel like is typical with Tyler Perry movies. I feel like a lot of his films are a one and done. I don't feel like a lot of people will sit and watch a lot of his latest stuff multiple times. If you are, shout out to you. You must be a masochist. You must like abuse. So maybe y'all like watching a lot of his movies over and over. I know a lot of people prefer his earlier stuff, but no shade. I feel like Tyler's stuff really hasn't evolved. But look, people may not have liked the film, but according to Prime Video, he has reason to celebrate because since Divorce in the Black came out, he's drawn a lot of his fans over to subscribe to Amazon Prime Video. And no, and to be honest, I was gonna say no. I was like, child, change up the words. Stop saying no shade so much. That's why I was like, nope, let me cut that. So, to be honest, Prime Video got a lot of really good stuff on their channel. If y'all really take the time to check out a lot of the movies and a lot of the shows, like they have a lot of pretty good stuff on there. So hopefully with people subscribing to Prime Video, which I don't understand why y'all wouldn't, I get Prime Video because I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. So that comes with it. Or maybe a lot of people just didn't know that they had it. But anyway, I don't know. So they said Tyler Perry's latest film, Divorce in the Black, not only drew strong viewership, Nielsen reported that it hit more than 498 million minutes watched in its first 4 days of availability on Amazon Prime Video. But according to Amazon, the soapy drama has also driven more signups to Prime Video in the US than any Amazon MGM Studios produced movie to date. Because I was told the way they count things, they don't count like if you watch the whole damn movie. Like if you click on it and they said 498 minutes, I don't even know what that accumulates to in regards of like how many did people sit through and watch the whole film, or did they watch like 30 minutes? Like, okay, this is bullshit. I tapped out. I'm not watching this crap no more. But they count all of that. If you spend any kind of few minutes watching a damn movie, it is counted as a view. Netflix, all of them do it. So they said the declaration comes out. The Divorce of the Black made its debut in the Nielsen's top 10 streaming chart, where it came in as the number 3 movie of the July 8 to 14 viewing window behind Netflix's Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, and If on Paramount Plus. I forgot If is on Paramount Plus. I need to watch that. And also, I still have not gotten around to watching Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I've been meaning to get around to that, but I keep forgetting. There's so many other things that I've been watching lately, like because Alien Romulus comes out tomorrow, and I'm so excited to see that movie. I've been basically rewatching a lot of the old Alien movies because if you go on Hulu, they have even have their own little, you know, section window, whatever you want to call it, set up that you could just watch all the films. So I've been doing that for the past couple of days before Alien Romulus comes out, just to refresh my memory. So it said, when divided by the film's nearly 2.5-hour length, its 498-minute total during that window, sorry, the film began streaming on July 11th. It said it translates to an estimated 3.5 million views. Luminate's movies chart also continues to rank Divorce in the Black's progress. The film accumulated 93.2 million minutes watched during the week of July 26th to August 1st. Its third week on Prime Video, Disclosure, Variety, and Luminate share a common owner in Penske Media Corporation. Divorce in the Black, as you know, stars Megan Good. Okay, why is it not? I hate when it does that. So yeah, it stars Megan Good as Ava, a young black professional in a tumultuous marriage. When her husband Dallas, played by Corey Hardrick, asks for a divorce, Ava is at first devastated and determined to fight for their union. The official log line, I should say, explains, until fate intervenes, revealing Dallas's wicked deeds that have trashed their marriage and once upon a time sabotage Ava's destiny to be loved by her true soulmate. And so Perry wrote and directed the film, but you know, some people say there's a problem. But look, the movie made what it made and it's doing what it's doing. So I guess they don't care. Money talks. They said that it's part of a 4-picture pack with Amazon Studios. It also produced the good Angie Bone. He also produced with good Angie Bones, Will Areu, and Diane Ashford. So Megan Good got a producer credit. And isn't this like the first movie he's done with them? So, child, whether you like it or not, he got 3 more down the pipeline. And I believe that Corey Hardwick said that Tyler has an idea that he wants to work on another movie with him. And it's a lot of slim pickings when it comes to certain black folk. Like we all can't be, with Denzel Washington, Mahershala Ali, Octavia Spencer, and all of them, and Taraji P. Henson, who I know people was getting mad because she was recently spotted hanging out in Bali with Russell Simmons, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So it's like Sim Pick and Angela Bassett, all them other ones. You can't, there's very few. So a lot of people got to go run over there and work with Tyler or work with 50 Cent, who's building his studio in Louisiana, I believe. So when you can't get into the A-list clique, you got to go over there and do them other films out in Atlanta. Atlanta is Black Hollywood. So they said Amazon did not provide a number of subscribers to name which Amazon MGM film had previously driven the most subscriber growth. The company previously touted Roadhouse as a top performer with more than 50 million worldwide views in its first 2 weeks of release. And that movie already had issues and stuff too, because Doug Liman, who directed that film, he was getting pissed off at the studio or whatever for dumping that film over there, excuse me, on Amazon Prime instead of putting it in a theater, which that movie should have been given a theatrical release. I enjoyed it. And I like Jake Gyllenhaal, so it should have gotten a theatrical release. Unfortunately, it didn't. But yeah, I feel like if that's what they're saying, that's what they're saying. But y'all also got me side-eyeing and questioning, because I'm sitting there like, how can you say this movie is doing what it's doing, but you're not going to give us an actual number? Like, if you reveal the numbers of how many minutes somebody watched your film, tell us how many people subscribe. So that way we know, unless y'all created this fluff piece just to get people to get over there and subscribe. But look, I say all this to say what you want about Tyler's movies lacking the actual plot, good writing, and good wigs. But what people see as, his art being trash is a treasure to somebody else, particularly his loyal followers. And one thing we know at the end of the day, if a movie, regardless of how you feel about a film, the way Hollywood looks at it is money talks. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think about this? Congratulations, Tyler. I don't particularly care for your type of movies. I don't relate to it in any kind of way, but I know my sister is a fan of Tyler Perry stuff. She loves Tyler Perry movies. Anytime a Tyler Perry movie comes up, my mother watches it. I created a hub for her on my Amazon Prime account where she could watch. Well, first of all, she has a lot of them. First of all, I got her on Disney Plus. I got her on Netflix. I got her on Hulu. I got her on Amazon Prime. And now she want me to put her on my Apple TV. I'm like, girl. but if your parents or your mother, whatever. And I have my father on some of my stuff too. But I'm like, if I'm paying for it, I don't care. I'll create windows and stuff for people that you can catch certain shows or movies or whatever. He's sitting there eating ice. My fault. But I say all this to say, they fans of it. My father's not a fan of the Tyler Perry stuff, but it's particularly like a lot of black women love, or women of color, or just a lot of women love Tyler Perry stuff. I got female cousins, aunts, all that stuff. They love Tyler Perry movies. So it's not my cup of tea, but we got to give people, their accolades and their congratulations, whether we like their stuff or not. I always try to be fair on all the sides. I'm not just always going to be, out here throwing my little shit. Now, I will hit you with a dagger in my congratulations. I have to, hit you with a stray. You got to get the little stray every now and again. But for the most part, I'm going to give him his flowers for that. So, but I do want to know how many people actually subscribe, because if y'all saying all of this, you got to tell all of it, because I'm nosy. And I'm sure a lot of y'all is curious too. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.